But I think right now we should talk about perhaps the biggest, most personal news to us here on the show is what's going on with you right now, JR, and what the future holds for good old JR and the voice of wrestling.
Well, I'm going to take some time off starting this week. I'm not going to be where the hell are we? This for Collision this week, wherever we are.
Oakland, I think.
Oh, I think you're right. That's a good show to miss, I guess, because I like Oakland. Great wrestling town. Patterson always had great stories about the Bay Area and stuff like that, so it's good. But my doctor believes that if I take a few weeks off, I'm not sure how many, we'll see. It's got to heal. That being off an airplane for a few weeks would be good for my leg to heal. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a few weeks off. Every Tuesday, I go to the doctor, wound doctor, and he scrapes my wound, gets rid of all the dead tissue, which is not a fun thing. They do it with a scalpel and scalpel, or whatever it's called. And they just slice off all the bad stuff. So that's what I do on Tuesdays. And if we get down to where we're slicing off less than we're leaving, then we win. So it's really that simple. So I'm not going to be on TV for a while until I can navigate the waters a little bit, get in that deep water. And hey, look, I love what I'm doing. We have a unique roster. There's so many guys that we need to help as much as possible get over. But that goes for any wrestling TV show. That's their objective. You have one goal when you're on television doing pro wrestling: get the talent over. Simple as that. End of story. And so I love doing that. I love that role. I love helping these young kids who ask questions, or did you watch my match, or would you watch my match, or what do you think about this? How is this for a transition spot? What do you think of the finish? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to take some time off to get my leg to heal. And, folks have been following me, Conrad, God dang, I've been suffering with this shit for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
It's how much good barbecue can a country boy eat?
Right.
So somewhere along the way, man, I gotta turn the corner and get better. I'm not in any great deal of pain, except when I get to the city I'm flying to, my leg swells up like a, cantaloupe, and it hurts like hell. So I want to try to not travel, see how that affects me, and go from there. So I'll be missing for a couple of weeks. I'll keep everybody posted here. You'll find out first right here. But I appreciate everybody's concern. I've developed since Jan's been passed away since 2007. I've developed 17. I mean,
yeah.
God damn. See there. Somebody on the internet will pick that up because it's important to have all these dates correct for these geniuses. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do, and but I'm feeling good. I feel strong. I feel motivated. I feel like I'm lucky that I'm working for TK, because he's the one that brought up the fact that we want you healthy for the long run, and so he's been taking very good care of me. For a young guy like that to have the concern, and maybe it's because he has parents that are the same basic age as me. I don't know. You understand it better when you're in it, when you're dealing with it.
Yeah.
And so he's been dealing with it very well, and I really do appreciate what he's doing for me, and that he's paying attention. That's really, really important. And I'm not concerned about finishes or booking, or this guy should have worked with this guy. This guy should, I ain't going there. I'm going to call when I get back in the saddle, and you can bet your ass I'll be back in the saddle. I'm going to do what I need to do to help get these young kids over. This is really a fun roster, Conrad, to be around. They're like fans, and they are fans, and they're living their dreams.
Yes.
And when you plug into that and take yourself out of it and the dirt, oh my God, the dirt and all the fucking gossip and all that stuff, you look at it in a whole different way. And that's how I'm looking at it today, is that I'm just loving what we do. Would I improve? Look, anybody can improve creative in hindsight.
Right.
Hindsight's really easy, man, when you're writing fiction. So, but when you're not, it's easy to book if something hasn't happened. So anyway, it gets crazy, but that's what I'm going to do, and I'll be fine. I'll be on Twitter. I'll be responding to people when I can, and we're getting ready to launch our book sooner than later. I got to get on top of that situation. I actually need a helper. I need an assistant to help me with all the graphics. I need a Dave Silva. That's what I need.
I know a Dave Silva.
Yeah. Because I believe that Dave Silva, and I'm not bullshitting about this, with all his abilities, is artistically, graphically, and things like that, to get on Twitter and Facebook and things, to remind people that we have a book. Look, we got a marketing staff of one.
Right.
You know how that goes, Conrad. Hell,
Oh, yeah.
You're a one-man band more often than not, and I know that Dave Silva's made a positive difference in what you do.
Absolutely.
So if I get me a Dave Silva, or I can borrow yours every now and then, then I'll be a whole hell of a lot better off. But the book's going to be it's going to be interesting. We have a cover, and we have a name. Business is picking up, and the cover's pretty cool. And I got to get that. See, I need a Dave.
We got plenty of Daves. We'll square you away. How about that?
Thank you so much. That's just, you don't know how much of a relief that is.
Dude, you've never asked for a Dave. I got Daves on deck. I got so many. I even thought about having an LLC called Too Many Daves LLC. I got so many Daves. No problem.
Well, let's share them.
Yeah, no problem. Community Daves.
I'll get you. Hey, I'll get you a book.
So, Jim, let's put a button on our AEW conversation. Listen, everything we say here is going to be quoted and misquoted, and click here and drag there, and all that you say.
Yeah.
But I think the natural follow-up question is, what does this mean for JR in the future of AEW? Are you sticking around AEW? Is this the end of your contract? I know we alluded to that a while back, and we still get questions about that on social media. What is next for you with AEW?
Well, I have a contract that's in place. I intend to honor it. It's still got a few months left. And Tony Khan has indicated to me as early as this week, at least to my representative, Barry Bloom, that he'd like for me to stay.
All right.
I'm not looking to go anywhere. It's just I need to heal.
Yes.
And that's all. I really, simplistically, is that. My leg needs to heal. And the good news is that the wound is getting much better. And so I am healing. So that's the story. I just got to get better. And it's not a matter of pain tolerance. The pain comes when I get to the city I'm flying to. Flying is the enemy right now. So if I can heal a little bit more, then flying becomes less of an issue. And with this job, I can't do it without flying. So flying is a necessary evil, if you want to use that term. And that's kind of how I'm approaching it. So I have no plans on leaving AEW. I like working for Tony. Tony's been good to me. He's taken great care of me. And we just have a very unique relationship. I'm not high maintenance,
right?
Even with a bad leg and stuff. I don't want to be high maintenance. I've managed high maintenance when I was in charge of talent for WWE. I understand the mindset of what you got to deal with when you're dealing with a talent that can't or isn't 100%. And I'm not 100% right now, but I will be enough to go do my job. And with my ego as it is, people are going to say, well, here it comes. I'm not going to let somebody be better than me.
There we go.
At least in my view. I worked too many years to build a work relationship with our audience, an audience that I love and that love me. And it's very emotional for me to talk about that. But I'm a big believer that things are going to get better, and that my run, my God, Conrad, I'm 71 years old. I'm not like ready to be turned out to pasture. Now, for a young guy listening to this, they're going to say, Jesus Christ, that's old. Well, hey, hopefully you're going to find out someday how old that is. So that's how I look at that deal, man. I'm blessed to be alive. We all are. Count your blessings. Tomorrow's not guaranteed, So anyway, it's all good. So JR and JR and Tony Khan are going to do business together for the foreseeable future. And I want to be a part of this company. We got challenges. You know, we're a new company trying to build an audience and trying to make sure the audience can find us and so forth, to get new stars over, to get some people hot. And so I want to be a part of that. And my plans are to be a part of that.
Well said. I'm excited that you're going to be sticking around, and I know our audience will be as well.